Yo, what up? This is Mike Brown. Yeah, that may not even be the route. How y'all doing today? This is Mike Brown, and this is The Art of Letting Go. So, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to me, too. I've been missing doing this for a while. Took about a month off, and a little bit over a month, and it just felt like time to get back into it. I recognize that not doing this, I've been feeling a little not as open as I normally would be. This gave me some practice in being open and taking a break from it. I felt very reserved in my life. Today, I wanted to give you guys an update of just where I've been at, but thinking about that also made me think about myself being sort of like a cell phone. I won't say any particular brand, but being like a cell phone or being like a computer and needing an update. A lot of the stuff that we have inside of us, we have to put the new shit in. That was the simplest way that I could think of saying it. But no, it's on a serious matter. I think about some of the things that I've had in my mind. I'm going on 9 years in Los Angeles. So some of my thoughts and some of my practices may not reflect my life today. So I have to get rid of the ones that don't, and I have to update my thought process, as far as everything. There are things that I thought about myself that have been updated, new things that I've learned, and I've had to, add them to who I am as a person. There are things that I don't do anymore that I had to remove from my software of myself. I never thought that, well, you know what? I take that back. I've always been a leader, but I've always been afraid to follow that role. And being a teacher in schools has really showed me that I am a leader. I'm in classrooms. I experience at least 120 kids a day. So being in these classrooms and having to, control the vibe of the class and, keeping the class in order, that takes leadership. It really does. I never really thought of it like that, but, that was a trait that I ran from, and my life is constantly putting me in that place of being able to delegate tasks and making sure that things get done, and that's in the classroom and out of the classroom. And it feels really good. Also with teaching, I've been teaching music. I don't know, I never saw myself doing that. When I first moved to Los Angeles, I really thought that I was going to be on the radio. I thought I was going to get a Grammy. I thought, all the things that you moved to Los Angeles for, I thought that was what was in line for me. And, I don't know if those things are or aren't, but I'm not chasing that anymore. And that's one of those things that I had to unsubscribe from and update the purpose on. I love making music. I love music in general. So teaching it to kids is really giving me some purpose, and it's really giving me some inspiration as well. It's inspiring me more with my own shit and what I'm doing. Working with kids and music, there is no guard up. You can't have your guard up. A lot of times working with adults, and I'm not going to say professional adults because, I've seen professional musicians and creators work, and they're open to whatever each other have to offer, to learn and to give to the experience. And working with these kids, nobody's guarded. Nobody feels like they have to be the best, including myself. I've learned a lot from them within this process of teaching them. And it's forced me to step out of my comfort zone creatively and try new things. I can't tell a kid to try something if I haven't done it before myself, or I can't tell them how to do something if I'm afraid to do it. So, you know, it's definitely made me step out of my comfort zone, and I've taken those lessons that I've learned from them into my own practices with my own music, and that feels really good. You know, and just even the fact of enjoying making music again, you know, I would definitely say I didn't make a whole lot of money because my student loans are still not paid for, but you know, I've made money off making music and beats and shit like that. And when you start, for me, when I started making money doing shit, it made me feel like I had to do what made me money. So if it was safe and I knew this is what people were looking for from me, I would just do it. And it wasn't fulfilling for me, and it made me really not enjoy making music. And I'm finding that again. I'm finding that joy in doing it again, and doing it for the simple purpose of I enjoy doing it. And you know, it's one of those things that I recognize with my experiences and the things I do, I can ultimately do what I feel like my purpose is, which is to help people. You know, I think before, when I was doing all of this shit, I wasn't thinking about anybody else but myself. I was just kind of just like, you know, I want to make some money, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to travel. And I recognize I'm still able to create all those experiences that I wanted by just simply doing them. And even with this, it's like I can still do this and still enjoy it. Oh shit, somebody just got in a fucking accident. Yeah, that's the realness of doing things outside in nature. Shit just be happening real live. But you know, I've found some purpose in making music and just in my life in general. You know, I can't settle for just doing things just to do them anymore. You know, so part of what I'm doing right now is really in my updating is defining what things presently mean to me. Like, what does it mean to pursue music? What does it mean to, you know, have a relationship with somebody? And that's romantic or personal, you know, or business. All of those things. And like, what am I looking for from everything that I want and have in my life? You know, that has been my biggest thoughts while not doing this. And you know, it's really a lot coming up for me right now because shit, it's been a while. It's really been a minute since I've just had a chance to just talk and shit. So, you know, this feels cool. And you know, as things come up, I definitely will bring more to y'all, and we can have these discussions and just see, you know, where we all at in our lives. Because, man, life is moving fast. Life is moving so fast. You know, I got blonde hair right now, and I saw a video of an episode that we did around this time last year, and I had blonde hair. And just looking at everything that I've experienced within the last year, shit, in the last couple of months, life is moving fast. So, you know, I'm trying to stay moving with it, and, you know, just making sure I'm making the right moves in order to get to my next steps. You know, sometimes those steps are clear, sometimes they're not. But, you know, I think always going back to the basics of, you know, revisiting those goals and rewriting those goals. Sometimes you got to look at the goals just to see if they fit what you're trying to do right now. You know, sometimes things just aren't what they were. Something that was important to you at 21 may not be what it is to you at 32 or 42. You know, so I'm enjoying figuring out life right now. I recognize that I have to find other ways of expression when I'm not able to communicate with y'all, and, you know, get this shit out because yeah, I've had thoughts about going back to therapy. I haven't put the conscious effort into doing it. I know that I probably should, just to try it out for a little bit, you know. Not that anything and nothing has to be wrong with you to go to therapy, but I'm just in one of those places right now where I feel like I want to talk, and I want to communicate. So, we might see what that looks like in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, that's all I really have for you guys today. I just wanted to just jump in and just say hey and and just talk a little bit and get back in the swing of doing this and keeping it going, keeping it moving. Next week, we got James Woods, that yoga dude, on the show. The week after that, got his sister on the show. I got some more people coming through, and I'm gonna just keep it moving like that. You can find this podcast at the Art of Letting Go podcast at gmail.com. You can find me at Just Mike Brown on all social media networks. You can find this podcast on all social media networks under the Art of Letting Go podcast. I would really appreciate if you guys like and subscribe, even share it. I love that people listen to this, and I love that y'all look for this because that's important to me. Before I really didn't think I cared, and it was kind of just something that was helping me, but I'm recognizing that it helps other people, so I'm willing to keep giving y'all more. And I hope that y'all share this with people that you love and you care about to help them as well if it's helping you. I think that's all I got for y'all today. This is Mike Brown, and this is the Art of Letting Go. Peace. No, the episode didn't record.